Okay, I don't have a job number to this yet, but we're going to call this job Rainier Apartments Unit 2. Okay, there's the sign, Rainier Apartments. I'm out in Yelm. I can't remember the property manager right now. I'm kind of drawing a blank here. But here we are at 202 Edwards Street Southwest. That's a low-income housing property. I think the main drag is right out here. Yeah, the main highway. And that takes you over towards McKenna. But you come right off the main highway, 2 blocks. You come in here to Rainier Apartments, and project managers, for staging purposes, we can take up this whole area right here if we wanted to, along the sidewalk. If we needed to park on the side of the road, we can park on the side of the road. No issues. No need for street use permits out here. Okay, so we can utilize this. We can also park on the perimeter inside the parking lot. So there's plenty of area for staging. Even around the corner on that side, we can do that as well. So we're looking at a concrete ramp for Unit 2. All right, we'll have to have this area blocked off where the ADA stall is. And we're gonna look at that too as I'm looking at this ramp. The main concern right now is the ramp. This is a wood ramp at Unit 2, and they want to get this removed and done and make it ADA compliant. Currently, there is a sidewalk that's underneath that goes right into there, and then it takes a step up. Okay, they need to create a ramp here. This is a 4-foot wide sidewalk right now. Okay, I measured it just a little bit ago. It's exactly 48 inches. From the wall to the bottom here, we're looking at about 181 inches. Okay. Yeah, about 181 inches. So it's just over 15 feet right there. Okay. So what we'd have to do is we could probably leave the existing concrete there, at least on that portion, but we might have to saw cut this area right here. I'm going to show you what the slope is currently. Okay, currently right here at the bottom at around 15 feet, it's 3.4% of slope here on the cross slope at the door. Okay, and then running slope is 5.1. 5.1. Okay. This ramp as it sits right now, if we were to build a ramp that looked just like this, it would be at 11%, and I believe that's too high of a percentage. Okay, so more than likely we'd probably have to, one, we got to create the landing here, so we're going to end up using up about 3 feet by 4 feet right here at the top, and then it's going to have to probably slope out here into the driveway, or I was talking to Michaela. She said if we needed to, we could create the ramp that comes down, and then we could go at a 90 and tie into this sidewalk. So I'm trying to show both options so we can make a decision back at the office what to do. So she said we could potentially come down from the landing, create a landing right here, and then come this direction with the ramp, and then, you know, end up down here. This footage in this direction right here, I will show you. So for the back side of that area, if I was to go from the back side to here, it's 121 inches. So if you took off, you know, 4 inches, or not 4 inches, 4 feet, measured it from here, obviously be a little less than that, but it's about 121 inches from there, from the backside to the edge of the concrete here. This is 4 feet wide in this area right here. Okay, and this concrete sits a little bit lower than this concrete does. Okay, I could show you the slope of what it is right now. If I had a transit, I could probably show you what the difference is between the two. It's about 3.3% slope from this down to this. So it might end up being that we have to do a ramp with some curb walls, and then have a landing, and then go this way and then end up down on the concrete down there. I think there's enough room to where we could do that landing and still end up down in this area and not be too far past the mailboxes. Okay, so that's one option, and probably would have to do railing, I would imagine, on that. We need to double check that. If we don't go with this option and we come out from the wall and go straight out this way, I already gave you the footage from there to there, and then you got a 4-foot sidewalk. So if we go a landing and try to ramp it down and bring it out to here, it might be that we have to change this up right here. So I'm kind of thinking that the best option here is going to be to curve that and go down that direction. Okay, so I already gave you the dimensions here. If we were to come out and create the landing out in this area, that would mean, you know, we would have to do some asphalt transition out here, which would probably mean, you know, we end up ripping out this asphalt, or, you know, key cutting in this stall, which is the actual ADA stall, and then this cross hatching here, we'd have to probably do a key cut and then fill in on the transition. Okay, so I think that's all I need to show you right now on this, but this is for unit 2.